Have you ever felt the weight of life's struggles so heavy that you just want to let go? This is a question that resonates with many of us. Life, in all its beauty, can sometimes be overwhelming, casting a shadow so dark that it seems impossible to escape. It's a weight that we all carry, an invisible burden that makes each step feel like an uphill battle. In these times, it's easy to feel alone, isolated by our struggles, and trapped in our despair. But it's important to remember that this feeling of hopelessness is a universal human experience. We all face trials and tribulations, and we all have moments when we're on the brink of giving up. But what if there was a way to lighten this load? A way to find strength in the face of adversity and solace in the midst of sorrow? This is where the power of the unseen comes into play. This unseen force is prayer. Prayer is more than just words whispered into the void. It's a conversation, a dialogue with the divine. It's a way to express our deepest fears, our greatest hopes, and our most profound gratitude. It's a beacon of light in the darkness, a source of comfort and strength when we're on the verge of despair. But prayer isn't about asking for miracles or seeking an easy way out. It's about finding peace in the storm, courage in the face of fear, and hope in the heart of despair. It's about surrendering our struggles not to defeat but to faith. Philippians 4 verse 6 reminds us, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God." These words offer a powerful reminder that no matter how heavy our burdens, we're never alone in our struggle. In moments of despair, prayer can be a powerful ally, a source of comfort and strength. In the Bible, Philippians 4:6 offers us a profound message of hope and comfort. This verse, a beacon of light in the darkest of times, tells us, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God." Now let's delve into the layers of this verse, peel back its meanings, and see the wisdom it carries within. First, we are advised not to be anxious about anything. In our modern world, anxiety has become a constant companion for many. It's as if a storm of worries is always brewing in the back of our minds, threatening to unleash a torrent of fear and despair. But this verse tells us to let go of that anxiety. It reminds us that we are not alone in our struggles, that there is a higher power watching over us, guiding us through the storm. The verse continues by urging us to turn to prayer and petition in every situation. Prayer in this context is not merely a plea for help. It's a conversation with God, a dialogue where we lay bare our hopes, fears, and dreams. It's an act of surrender, where we acknowledge that we are not in control of everything, and we entrust our lives to God's divine plan. With prayer comes petition. This is where we present our requests to God, where we articulate our needs and desires, and yet even as we do so, we are reminded to do it with thanksgiving. This is a powerful reminder of the importance of gratitude. Even in the midst of our troubles, we are encouraged to find things for which we are thankful. This act of thanksgiving helps us to focus on the blessings that we have, rather than the challenges that we face. This verse encourages us to turn to prayer, not panic in times of trouble. It's a clarion call for us to seek solace in God, to find strength and comfort in our faith, and to remember that no matter how stormy the seas of life may get, we are never alone. But does prayer really work? Can it truly help us in times of despair? Today, we're diving into the science behind prayer, exploring its psychological and physiological benefits. You might find it surprising, but the act of prayer has been the subject of numerous scientific studies over the years, and the results are indeed intriguing. Delving into the world of neuropsychology, we find that prayer has been observed to have a tangible effect on the human brain. During prayer, the frontal lobes of the brain, the area responsible for focus and attention, become more active. This increased activity promotes a sense of calm and clarity, helping us navigate through the stormy seas of life's challenges. Furthermore, prayer can act as a powerful stress reliever. According to the American Psychological Association, prayer can lower blood pressure and heart rate, reducing the physical symptoms of stress and anxiety. This is likely due to the meditative nature of prayer, which fosters a state of relaxation and inner peace. But the benefits of prayer aren't just physiological. Psychologists have found that prayer can also foster a positive mindset. When we pray, we're often expressing gratitude, seeking guidance, or affirming our hopes for the future. These acts of positive thinking can enhance our overall well-being, giving us a brighter outlook on life. Perhaps the most profound benefit of prayer, however, lies in its ability to provide a sense of hope and purpose. In moments of despair, when we feel like we're about to give up, prayer allows us to reach out, to feel connected to something greater than ourselves. This connection can imbue us with a renewed sense of purpose, a powerful beacon of hope in the darkest of times. Yet, despite these scientific insights, prayer remains a profoundly personal experience, its effectiveness often hinging on individual belief and conviction. As the Apostle Paul wrote in Philippians 4:6, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." Even in the face of scientific evidence, the power of prayer is ultimately a matter of personal belief and experience. Countless individuals have found solace and strength in prayer during their darkest hours. Consider the story of a young woman named Sarah. Trapped in the throes of a debilitating illness, she felt her life slowly slipping away from her. She was on the brink of despair, ready to surrender to the pain. But instead, she turned to prayer. She poured out her heartache, her fears, her deepest desires, and slowly she began to feel a sense of peace enveloping her. Her physical pain did not immediately vanish, but there was a newfound strength within her, a resilience that she hadn't felt before. Sarah's story is a testament to the transformative power of prayer. Then there's the story of Michael, a man who lost everything in a devastating fire. He was left with nothing but the clothes on his back and a heart full of grief. Yet, in the midst of his desperation, he found solace in prayer. He began to pray for strength, for hope, and for the courage to rebuild his life. Through prayer, Michael found the resilience to keep going, to start anew. His story is a shining example of how prayer can bring hope, even in the most desperate circumstances. And let's not forget the story of Emma, a woman who found herself at the crossroads of life, uncertain of which path to take. She was paralyzed by indecision, filled with anxiety about the future. She turned to prayer, seeking guidance and clarity. As she communicated her fears and hopes, she experienced a profound sense of calm and clarity. She made her decision with confidence, knowing that she was not alone. Emma's story shows us how prayer can provide clarity and peace of mind in times of uncertainty. These stories remind us that even in our darkest moments, we are not alone. They demonstrate the power of prayer to bring comfort, hope, and strength when we need it most. They serve as a reminder that in every season of life, in every challenge and uncertainty, prayer can be a source of solace and strength. These stories remind us that even in our darkest moments, we are not alone. So how can we use prayer to overcome despair? Let us delve into this crucial question. Prayer is not just a ritual or a routine, it is a conversation, a dialogue with the divine. It is a heart-to-heart with the universe, a moment of surrender and acceptance. And in this acceptance, we find strength, we find peace. To incorporate prayer into your daily routine, you don't need grand gestures or elaborate rituals. You simply need sincerity and a quiet moment. It could be early in the morning as the sun begins to rise, or late at night when the world is asleep. It could be in the hustle and bustle of your daily commute, or in the tranquility of a quiet room. The location does not matter. What matters is the intention, the sincerity, and the heartfelt connection. Prayer is not about asking for things, it's about expressing your thoughts, your fears, your hopes, and your gratitude. It is about acknowledging your vulnerabilities and your strengths. It's about seeking guidance and finding peace. Regular prayer can anchor you in times of storm, providing a sense of peace and purpose, even when the world around you is in chaos. But how does this work? How can prayer provide comfort in times of despair? The answer lies within you. When you pray, you open up to the divine, you surrender yourself to the universe. This act of surrender is not defeat, but a powerful acceptance of what is and what can be. It is a recognition of your own strength and resilience. In the act of prayer, your focus shifts from your problems to the divine, from your despair to hope. You accept your situation, but you also recognize the possibility of change, of better days ahead. And in this acceptance and hope, you find peace, you find strength. Remember, prayer isn't about changing God's mind, but about allowing God to change ours. In times of despair, prayer can be our most powerful tool.